let's just do what we came to do, just vibe with it.
What's up, guys? This is VMG Goes Vocal, week 3. I'm Jerm17 here, and who do I got with me this week?
DeeO from Return of DeeO.
Clint from vurbmoto.com.
And MotoXJeff, MX Simulator.
Yeah, this week we got our MX Simulator guru with us. Hopefully, MotoXJeff. He's going to be thrown down, telling us some new fun stuff about MX Simulator, and maybe answering some questions if Jerm has any or if I have any, and we'll go from there. So, first off, Jeff, something new with MXS. Just anything. Just ramble it off, man.
Well, we got a new track out. It's called Pala. Most of you people will know if you watched the AMA series. It was created by a guy named DJD. He did a superb job. So if you're in MXS, make sure you grab that and join the AMA series when it comes. I think next Wednesday. I'm not sure of the time, but join up. It's a lot of fun. Awesome track. And right now we're just waiting on a new update. That'll be exciting. He's got some new things with that to raise the standard of the game a little bit.
Do you have any idea like what's going to be included in that new update, or is it all confidential right now?
Well, it's not really confidential. I'm trying to think of the thread here, but anyways, basically, what I think his main goals is before the Supercross series, the replica series for 2012. I think he's wanting to get 450s into the game and dynamic shadows, which is what a lot of people's been wanting in the game. It'll just add a lot more realism to the game. I think that's his two main concerns at this point.
That's sick, man. The only thing is those shadows. I'm sure a lot of us aren't going to be able to run them just because laptops, I'm sure, will eat them alive.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I don't know much about programming or anything, but JLV seems to do the best he can with his updates to make sure that it's not over the edge for people, because he understands that a lot of people don't have top-notch gaming computers. And he does a pretty good job at it. Really good job, actually.
Definitely. Doing it all alone as, I guess, kind of a privateer in the gaming business, if you want to call it that.
Pretty much.
But, yeah, I don't know. Jerm had some questions earlier. I know you already answered them in the pre-show, but I know a lot of our listeners do play MX Simulator, a lot of the VMG guys in general. Just any advice you have on the game, because I know a lot of people, they pick it up and they just struggle so hard with it. Like, what's just maybe 1 or 2 tips right off the bat that you can say as soon as you turn on the game what to do?
Well, number 1, it's not alive or MVA, so you're not going to pick it up and just rail. I mean, it's impossible.
Lame.
So I mean, it's not gonna. It's a hard game. I'd say it's about a 3-day learning curve.
3?
Best thing.
3 years, right?
Well, they say 3 days for the hardcore gamer, I guess. But I would just say, start off slow and work your way to the top. A lot of people, I know, I introduced some of you photography guys. Clint, you might know him. Haas Sharifi, I think. He's a photographer for Racer X, or he's a contributor.
Right.
But I just got him to buy the game today, and I was going through everything with him today, and like right off the get-go, he was trying to go just balls to the wall and just do everything, and it's just not possible. So that's one of the things I would suggest, is just start slow and just be patient. Don't give up on it, and just go to the community. Post something on the forums. People will answer your questions. They're sometimes pretty nice.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised about that when I came over to MX Simulator. Like, everyone was honestly really, really nice about it. Like, 95, Eric, he's Eric. I always say Eric, it's spelled goofy, but he's a contributor to VMG, actually. And he took me right in. Like, Jeff, you'd helped me some, but I don't know. It's like, I think you thought I was a lot better than I was, and Eric was able to like help me out and like no, you gotta do this instead of trying to rail the corner or whatever, you know. But the main point being just that the MX Simulator community was just really awesome with helping out and answering the stupid questions like, how do I sit down? And they're like, maybe you should look in the control menu or whatever. You know, I don't know. It just, in my opinion, they were a lot nicer than the people on the MVA forums are, honestly.
Yeah, I've only been to the MVA forums like a couple times, and it really turned me off. I think that might have been one of the reasons why I didn't get into the game so much, is because the community was just lacking respect, I guess, and maturity. Where MX Simulator sometimes has it. I wouldn't say all the time. No community is perfect, but yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
I got a couple questions. So you guys run, I guess, tournaments, right? But like official tournaments, like during Supercross season, right?
It's pretty legit. JLV goes all out, and we actually have 2 series for Supercross, and each track is replicated. JLV takes those track maps that you can get on Supercross Online, and he scales those to the realistic scale, and he has the tracks complete a week earlier than the actual event is ran, and he does a phenomenal job. Like this past season, I think every track was pretty much nailed, pretty close to the real thing, and MotoOption.com, they stepped in, sponsored the event, and the winner of each round, which was most of the time the same person, they got free shirts, and second and third place got money. So it was good. I mean, they go all out, but they have a series for Europeans as well as Americans. So
that's cool. So do you guys run tournaments? How does it work? Is there just during the season? I guess is there one race a week? Is that kind of how it works, or?
Pretty much. I think I think it's Pathry. It's a guy in our community, Pathry. He hosts these events. I can't even remember what they call it. I never participated in them. For one, I was never good enough. But he does some kind of quirky contests. Like it's pretty fun to get together with 20-some people and. Like first gear races, you ride in a manual, just ride the whole track in first gear. We have 50cc bikes now, and they just have little races like that as far as during that actual season. But pretty much when Supercross starts, you can pretty much bet that it's all about the AMA JLV series, and that's ran once a week. This past season, I think it was every Thursday, and there'd be 40 guys in the server, and they would, do the heats like they do in real life, narrow it down to 20 for the main.
So how does it work? Can anybody enter, or do you have to be in a certain...
Yeah. Everyone can enter. I'll try to pull it up real quick. But basically what it is throughout the week, he'll release it. Like this past season, he released the tracks on Monday. And, of course, we know that the actual races isn't run until, like, Saturday.
Right.
And we hold our races on Thursdays. Well, from Monday to Thursday, you can go on the racing server. O2 is what we call it. You go on that server and you run as many races as you want to try to get the best time you can. And JLV will take like the top 30 times, and you'll pretty much have a spot reserved in the server. All you have to do is just connect, and it'll drop you right in. Otherwise, it'll say the server's full or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then like the top 10 in points get a spot reserved, and then they do heats that way. So that's pretty much how it goes. So yeah, anyone can do it. You just have to get a top 40 lap time.
So pretty much from Monday until like let's say Wednesday or something, or Thursday, you can run that track all day long and try to get as fast a lap as you can get in order to qualify. Is that how it works?
Yeah, pretty much. JLV locks that track in the server to where that's the only track you can run. And you just try to go for your best lap time. And generally it's the same people week in, week out, but it's a fun time. It really is. I recommend everyone trying it, no matter what your skill level is, because riding with better people, you get better naturally, I think.
Yeah, and the cool part about it is you're just like everybody wanted for all the THQ games, is you're getting to ride real tracks. I mean, he's taking real track maps and making them come to life. And I'm sitting here watching a video right now on the Ustream deal here of Freestone, and Freestone's a Texas track, and I'm always covering Freestone, and it looks spot on. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to, I think, Voltaire. He's the one who created that track. He did a good job, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, but I think he created that in like super quickly, like maybe a couple days, maybe, and didn't even have a track map. He just kind of went off of YouTube videos.
That's nuts, dude. I can't believe people can do that. No way.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and like I said, this Paula that was just released. I mean, so far all the comments on it have just been, everyone's just ecstatic about it, and I was fortunate enough to be one of the beta testers during its stages, and I mean, for me, it's my favorite track to this day. It's awesome. So
nice.
We really need. I know one of my friends figured out how to use some program on the Mac so you can play MX Simulator on the Mac. Clint, we really need to get you in touch with that, man, just so you can play it and try it out, just at least a little bit.
Yeah, I know. No, I'd definitely be down to do it. I haven't taken the time out, unfortunately, to set it up in the whole 9 yards and learn it and whatever. But I would love to have somebody kind of coach me through to do it. I'm sure I could figure it out on my own, but I'm at the point now where it's like, just give me somebody that knows what they're doing so it can be done quickly.
Well, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain that Mad Dog, is that his name?
Yep, I'm Mad Dog.
Yeah, on his YouTube channel, I think I seen he released a tutorial that he did.
Yeah, he did a video on it, and I actually he was kind of all over the place on it, and I was trying to get him to kind of condense it and have everything prepared and then put it on VMG. But I guess he never got around to it. I don't know if he just got busy. I mean, school's starting back up and stuff. But yeah, I did see that video. I'm following him on Twitter and all, so it is out there. But that video I feel is a little hard to follow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be super helpful to have on the channel for Mac users. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man.
Really cool.
Just in the video, he was trying to find a skin that he didn't have before, so he could show you how to download it, and he takes 2 minutes to download it. So I was just trying to ask him if he could have everything ready and lined up, so he could just knock that thing out in 8 minutes or whatever, and really help everyone on the Mac out. Because I know so many Mac users want to play and just can't.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was a little bit all over the place, but I mean, he still did a good job. Props to him for actually doing it, because to this day I haven't seen anything of that nature. There's some program, I don't know what it is, but it's some program you download and it basically tricks the game into thinking it's a PC or something. I
think it's called a crossover, but yeah, hopefully we can get a video about that up soon. And then of course we have MX Prodigy 17. He's been doing MX Sim Simplified on the channel, helping people out. They send him emails, he responds to them. It's great, helps everyone out. So
yeah, that's really definitely a big contribution right there.
And Jeff, you had told me you were working on a whip tutorial, man, and I'm waiting for that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I have so many videos right now that I have to actually render, that I've actually completed but I haven't rendered out, and I have about 5 tutorials. I'm lazy.
It's okay.
I guess.
Okay. So
sorry, but I'll get it out to you.
All right, man. Trying to pick up the pace. Jeff, you said your favorite track right now on MXS is Paulo, correct?
Yeah.
Paulo, I hope I said that right. Germ, what are you enjoying the most right now?
Right now I'm running Cedarshire MX Park or whatever it was, Cedarshire Hill, or I don't know.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah. That one's pretty fun, man. You told me to play that one. I really enjoyed it. If people are subscribed to my own channel, I was having a lot of fun with Boonville. I was running that track raw, man. I ran it over and over and over. But now
I've boss.
Yeah, that's right, man. But I've moved on to Archview. I really like Archview.
Nice one.
Yeah. Track's a little too narrow for me.
Maybe you're just a little too wide.
Jeez, low blow.
Right?
Man. Yeah. No, but
I would say something, but we're keeping it PG.
But yeah, I mean, on the subject of the tracks, man, I will say this: like, I was a part of a community, MXGHQ.com, and they was a huge community for the MCM2 days, which used to be called the Motocross Gaming Forums or something, and then went to Unleashed, and like I always hated Sim, and then when I went there, I was just blown away. I mean, I'm not trying to like, advertise, even though it sounds like it, but I will say this: like, there's some talented people in that community. I mean, the things that they can build, like the models, I mean, they build them pretty much spot on. The tracks, I mean, they do a good job, and to me, it's unlike any other community. So, I mean, I just give a big shout out to all the creators for MXM for sure.
Yeah, I think that'll most of the guys, or some of the guys that work in this Rainbow Studios crew, designed a lot of MXM tracks on their off time whenever they could. Like, they really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, like Checkers, he's like the boss at tracks with MXM. I mean, he's awesome. He's really good.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people stepping up to the plate, pushing the limits of what this game can do so far. And I guess in a way, it's keeping JLV on his toes, so that's good. That's good all around.
I got a quick question about, I guess for you, when it comes to making montages for MXM, because you seem like the dude that's, the guy that can make some killer montages. How does do they? Because I've never played it, so I don't know. But how does it work when setting up those angles and stuff like that? I don't understand how you guys are pulling that off. It just looks amazing.
The awesome creation that JLV added with this game is a playback mode, and what it does is each race that you run throughout the game, throughout the history that you play it. So if you like, say if me and DeeO is battling or something, and I want to save the demo, then I just go into the folder that comes with the installation, save it, go back to the playback mode, and from there you have a free roam camera, and you can basically go anywhere you want to in the whole entire map, and you can set up shots that you want to take. You can get creative with it. You can do that, third person or helmet cam, and you can adjust the field of view to where it's higher, like a GoPro, or lower of like a zoom camera lens or something. So I mean, it's the possibilities are really endless with it, and it's unlike any game really. But yeah, it's almost like filming like a real life. You have to see the shot in your mind before you shoot it, and you have to know what's going to happen there. And it's always very useful. It's especially being able to save all your races and all your demos. You can get as much footage as you want, really.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I was talking to the guys over at THQ. I was like, man, if we could have some sort of free roam camera or some sort of really sick playback replay mode or whatever, mainly just a free roam camera, because you can pull off such sick shots with that instead of using your helmet cam. That'd be really useful. Obviously it's not going to happen now, but just some of the montages that you guys create are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I know that Wes and all the guys, when they watch them, they're just like, that is just unreal, because it looks absolutely 100% real.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
So
I mean, the only videos I did before this was, videos like you would see on live. As I played Unleashed, I was an Unleashed fanatic back in the day, and I'd create montages left and right for Unleashed, and then, of course, I went to Simulator, and then I had all the options of free roam cameras and choosing which, like if you have a 20-man, if there's a bunch of people in the demo, you could sit there and you can go through each player and their perspective, and it's endless. You can do anything with it.
Right.
It's awesome.
So the newest technology, I guess, created was the helmet. Was it the helmet cam, or was it the zip line cam?
The whole GoPro style thing. I'll give a shout out to Jones. He kind of. I'm not the first one who did it. I guess I'm just the first one who released a video. But I've seen videos done before where they've showed me. But I guess I was the first one to release it. But it's pretty simple. It doesn't come with the game by any means. But you can go in, take a screenshot of a visor. It's useful to know Photoshop, decently, and just go in there, crop the image of the visor out, overlay it in a video, and voila, you have a GoPro.
Nice.
Look, so it's pretty simple. As far as the zip line, that's top secret. I'd give all my tricks away on that one, man.
Jeff, I actually had some questions about using the replay feature. Someone else was helping me out, like when you start the replay, how you can like go into your text and you hit like / name demo and all that stuff. Is there anywhere that you can like get a list of all the things like that? Like if there's any other tips and tricks, or is that pretty much it? Because I never knew how to do that. As
far as that, I don't really know. I haven't really done it. I do it maybe a harder way. I don't know. Like while I'm in, like if I'm capturing footages for like one of my platinum or platy videos, I don't want to call it platinum because that's Wes's and Verb's thing, so it's it's platy. Like while I'm in a demo and I'm talking with the guys on the event and stuff, and we're just chilling and racing or whatever, I'll just go ahead while they're doing their thing, and I'll go in to my personal folder, and in the personal folder you can go to the demos folder and right click, make a copy of the default demo, rename it, and then you have that demo saved. No matter how long you continue on racing or whatever, it's going to save the whole thing. So that's a huge help. I'm not sure if that answers your question, but I guess I kind of do it the harder way, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. I was just told, like, when you start the race, you go and you hit T to bring up your text screen, and then you just, like, name the demo, and you can name it so it doesn't keep overlapping your default one. And I didn't know if there's any other, like, commands you could put in to do different stuff or not.
Yeah, there's a lot of commands that I have no clue how to do. And
fair enough.
I've never learned how to do them. I just pretty much just stick to the way I know how to do it, and that's about it.
Gotcha.
I don't really go outside of the box too much.
But yeah, man, that the whole replay feature is just amazing. It's so much fun to mess around with, even when I don't know what I'm doing. Just to go into free roam and fly around and capture my guy, like throwing out some.
Well, I'll tell you,
whips.
One thing, I think me personally, I think beyond just making videos, I think the best feature for that, honestly, and it helped me out a lot. And I guess you can call it cheating in a way. But for me, I've gotten so much better off of, and some of the guys don't like it, but like for instance, the Supercross series, like people get intense over that. Like if they see you sitting on the side of the track, they instantly accuse you of like watching their lines and stuff. Because while you're in the server, you can go to other riders and watch them actually ride from their helmet cam or third person. But I usually sometimes will save the demos, and especially me being a video guy through MX Simulator, I save like all the demos, and usually I've been fortunate enough, it's been the top riders in the community, so I'm pretty much having a front row seat to good riding, and I just pretty much pick up on what they're doing, and then after I'm done editing the video, I'll go try it out.
Gotcha, man. I see no shame in that. I'll do the same exact thing.
Yeah, and so that's a tip for some of you guys who's learning. Get some demos in an online server and save it and see where you can improve on.
Sure, man. So anything else with MX Simulator you guys want to throw out there real quick?
How the hell do you corner?
Throttle control. It's all about throttle control.
Man.
And set up for your turns early. That's one of the biggest things. Is like, very few track, and I think it also depends on like the traction and the track makers. Just depending on how they make the tracks. But for the most part, you just set up for your turns early and just give it a good smooth throttle all the way through, and you should be good.
Easier said than done. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
I always seem to just kind of flop over in the corners.
Yeah,
I don't know how
that
how I do
happens
it.
to me all the time, so don't feel bad. So
So I guess if we want to wrap up MX Sim there, the other thing was just mentioning Poi Dog's farewell to the Rainbow Studios MX versus ATV series montage. Really, really intense. Like just the emotion in that montage.
Yeah.
If you guys were to see it, hopefully you got around to seeing it.
I cried.
I cried.
That to me, as far as all the videos that's been put up on VMG, as far as the live videos and everything, like that was me personally. I think that's Poi Dog's best work, and it was epic. It was great. He did a great job doing it.
Yeah,
I thought it was really cool how he incorporated all the older games into it. That kind of gave it the tier factor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if Poi Dog was aiming for it, but like I picked up because my style of editing is I like to edit to the music. That's just kind of my style. But like when you watch, especially when he goes, back flashing to like the older games, like it matches the music like perfectly as it's going. And so I was just kind of like, is he doing this on purpose or is it just by accident or what? I was like, man, that's awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, it was really cool. I don't know. I just really enjoyed him flashing back to all the older games and whatnot. And dude, it's so tough to try to record a cool montage with a live. Like, you got that helmet cam. You're like flopping it around, trying to make
a dead fish.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think that was one of the coolest ones we've seen in a while. I know that I got a message from Balmer. He's our European editor. He's like, "Have you seen this? Seen this montage, man? It's sick." And I was like, "No, I hadn't seen it yet." So it was pretty cool. So we wanted to throw it up on Verb, and it seems like, I don't know, got some good praise, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Yeah, of course, I saw it like a week before we released it, because I get the emails and I had to keep it in order. And that whole week I was trying to build it up on Twitter. Like, you don't want to miss this montage. It's going to blow you away and all this. And I think people really liked it. Of course, people had to complain about the music and say that Johnny Cash shouldn't be remixed, but we would have got a copyright flag. So I don't know. I think the song was great, but that's just me.
Everybody's a music critic.
That's all right, man. You can never win.
There's never a win. Doesn't matter.
What else do you have? Barbara Streisand?
Dude, Rebecca Black. That's what I wanted to put on, but
yeah.
Gross.
Rebecca Black. Ugh. Yeah.
Don't be hating.
Did you guys see she had to be pulled out of school for harassment?
Yeah, I read about that.
Do you blame them? No, but yeah. Back on topic.
Yeah.
Great montage. Poi Dog.
So as everyone probably knows, it was another week off of the AMA Pro Series. They took 2 weeks off, raced for a week, and took another week off. Kind of strange. I didn't even know this week was off until like 2 days before. But so we can't really talk about that. Unless
So
Clint,
like
if you have some inside scoop information or anything, I don't know, anything to talk about.
No, not that I can think of at the moment. Of course, your Colorado boy got hurt this week.
Yeah, dude. Shorty went down hard.
Oh, really? What happened?
Go ahead.
He broke. Well, I don't want to say. I don't want to say what he did. I know he injured both of his arms, and he had to have surgery.
Yeah.
So
I heard broke both elbows and broke his left wrist. I think it was something like that.
yeah, it could be.
It had to have been gnarly then.
Yeah, I mean, there's pictures of him at post surgery, and he's got 2 casts on his arm, and I don't know. It was just a bad deal. So he's out until Supercross. Other than that, man, PJ Larson, he's out. So I don't know, man. That's about it. There's GPs, but I don't think anybody cares about.
When we talked about that crash, did you guys see Roxon Scrub? It was like maybe a month ago or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Did you guys check that?
That was Narnar.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
insane.
Trying
Who's
to find
Bubba?
now, but who is Bubba? I don't even know. But oh yeah, with the short crash, Pingree was saying that he saw his bike and it was just mangled like beyond belief. I never saw any pictures, sadly, but he was just saying it was bad. So I don't know.
Pretty much
Yeah.
enough said right there.
That's a bad deal.
That's-
Breaking
I feel
both.
bad. I feel bad for Short all around though. I mean, because I'm not going to point fingers at the bike brands itself, because in general, I think it's more the rider. That's just my personal opinion. But like with Honda, he did really good, but I don't know if he's just not adjusting to the KTM's well. I mean, I know it's off topic of his injury, but like I've been pretty bummed because I used to always like seeing Short being in there. You know,
Smiley-faced assassin.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, as Clint knows, and he always gives me crap for it. I love the Colorado guys, like no matter what, for gloves or just riding or whatever. But man, yeah, Short was just killing it. Like the MXDN, man, he gets the whole shot after giving up his gate pick to Kennard, I think it was, or maybe he gave it to Dungey, whatever. He still pulls the whole shot, and that whole year, just like he was the whole shot guy in the entire year, and then he switches to KTM, and he's like sixth in the
Yeah.
points, but still though, it's just he's not.
I
anything.
agree with in our chat box here, Yellow.
Yeah.
He said he don't think his riding style goes well with 350. I completely agree.
It's the 350, man.
I think the 350 is meant to be rode by someone like a Villapoto or a Stewart, someone who's willing to push it. Because because I was in 07, I went to the Motocross of the Nations in Budds Creek, where Villapoto he literally put on a clinic. I mean, that's all there is to say about that. He just put on a clinic for everybody, and on a 250F, and he literally just nailed it all the way through the track. I think that's how a 350 is meant to be rode. I mean, I don't know because I don't ride anymore, but that's just my personal opinion on that.
So
I don't
Clint,
think it fits him.
Clint, what do you think about Caroli, Antonio Caroli, or whatever his name is, the GP guy who kills it on the 350? Because don't they just dominate over there?
Yeah, but he's been riding that. He's been riding. I don't know. It's just different, I guess, over there compared to being over here.
They also don't
what I
have
mean?
a production rule, right? That bike is probably like way different. Do you think?
Yeah, possibly. I'm assuming it would be. What? How long has he been on KTM now? He's
No idea.
not very long. Like I'm so bad with European riders, man. I don't know why, but I just am.
Who is this again? I'm sorry.
Caroli.
Anthony
Caroli.
Caroli.
Caroli? Oh, I have no clue. He's been with
I
him
watched
for a
him on
while.
Works in Washington a couple years ago.
Yeah, I just think that it just takes a little bit of time when you switch manufacturers like that, and especially Short. He's been on a 450 for a long time, and then all of a sudden you get dropped down, 100 cc's. It's just a little bit different, trying to adjust to it, especially being a different manufacturer and all too as well. So it just, I don't know. I mean, he had a good moto at was it Washougal? I can't remember. He rode pretty decent the last couple races. I thought not too bad on it, but it's just a different bike, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what? I'm not sure. I missed a lot of your show last week, but there's been rumors for a while now about what bike brand Dungey is going to go to.
Yeah, I've heard Dungey to KTM
I've heard
lot.
that a lot. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. And
we did actually talk about it, just the whole Dungey and DeCoster thing, how they probably want to stick together, and so I can't say there's truth to the rumor, but I see it being plausible. I don't know.
Yeah, I think him and DeCoster, I think they just have a respect for each other that I guess they just work really good with each other. And,
Yeah, I think that's the deal. He likes Roger, and he wants to get back with him. I think Dungey's going to. This is just pure speculation, but I'm pretty sure Dungey's going to go to KTM. If he doesn't go to KTM, I wouldn't be surprised him going somewhere like Honda, maybe. Chad Reed's team, possibly. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Stewart on a Suzuki.
That's another one that I've heard a lot lately is Stewart's. Now, if I'm not mistaken, but didn't Stewart in the middle of the season, I guess around the time that, what was the team manager's name? Larry Brooks. Right around that time, he bought the team out.
Yeah.
From what I remember. And I'm just wondering if he's really going to switch bike brands and what's going on with that. Stewart, the Stewart clan keeps a good seal on how much info gets out, apparently.
Yeah, they do, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a different brand of bike he's going to be on next year. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see till the official press release comes out. But
Man, I've heard
Suzuki's a good brand.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I've heard such bad things about the Yamaha 450, man. Just that the pro riders just despise them. I don't know. I've never rode one, so I don't know how true that is. I don't know if any of you guys can confirm.
Yeah, I switched to 4-strokes in 2002, maybe. I can't really remember, but it was the 02 450, I believe, that the Yamaha. I've ridden Yamaha since '96, and when I switched to the 4-strokes, the 450 was just absolutely ridiculously fast and really heavy, and it was hard to turn. But I stuck with them and I rode them until I quit. But the Yamaha 450s have always been a terrible bike for some reason. Don't know why. They're just different. So and the one reason why I liked them is because they were taller and I'm tall, so that's why I kind of stuck with them. But whenever I got on say like a Kawasaki or even a Suzuki 450 and rode it, I could just corner it a ton better. But you could tell that Stewart is just, I don't know. I mean, he looks comfortable on a lot of things, but just that bike doesn't fit him for some reason. Don't know why.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, like Phoenix last year, when Stewart won his first race of the year. I remember all the commentators, Carmichael, saying how slow he looked at a turn, and just in general, obviously he wasn't going slow, but he didn't look the same as like he was like on a Cowie, which he was an animal on.
Yeah, the bikes are really, really fast, but that's not necessarily a good thing, Tommy Hahn, for instance, he was out practicing somewhere at this facility in Texas, and he was like, "Man, this is the fastest bike I've ever ridden in my life." But that's not necessarily a good thing, because being on the fastest bike sometimes isn't good. You could corner, and it's tougher to be smooth with it, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, Kawasaki seems to be killing it, like in the shootouts especially, like Racer X has and all that stuff. They seem to win every year now, like the past 2 years.
I skim right over those. I don't read any bike reviews. I'm sorry. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll ever do any bike reviews on Verb or not. I don't know.
You guys want to start wrapping it up some here? Been pushing like 40 minutes right now, or actually we're over, I think.
Yeah, on me.
Jeff, since you were our guest on here, how about you shout yourself out? I know you just got a Twitter, still figuring that out. Get yourself some more followers, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm still. What was it you said? I'm still a twatter.
I said you'll get addicted to that twatter, man.
Yeah. Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah. I just got a Twitter at MXJ Productions. So just hit me up to that. When you see, I got a video coming soon through VMG. The links and everything will be in there. But I'm MotoXJeff. I guess hope you enjoyed the night, and hope I can be a guest on sometime soon.
Yep, thanks for coming on, Jeff. Really enjoyed it.
For sure.
And then, of course, me, DeeO here, Return of DeeO, DeeO991 on Twitter. That's all I want to say about that. If Clint, you want to go ahead, man.
Yeah, I guess you can catch me on Twitter, Verb Art Guy. I don't really talk too much, but Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have things to say. I need to get better at that, man. I need to get better.
Dude, just tweet about orange juice, man. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need to definitely get better about writing. I will one day, I guess. But
Getting there.
yeah.
Then Germ, go for it, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what my Twitter is. It's like JamesRM17. If you want to see me and DeeO banter back and forth about useless crap.
Hey,
And,
speaking of that, real quick, I had to unfollow DeeO and unfollow Dan.
Oh,
MotoXJeff
man.
Dan. I had
Yep.
to follow you guys for a minute because you guys were definitely going back and forth.
Dude, I'm sorry. You should see our Facebook. Yesterday, 570 comments on my status. So,
Ooh, where's the
yeah.
link? I want a link.
I think my Facebook's private. I'm sorry, man.
yeah.
Oh.
It's the new social empire is DeeO status.
Dude, I had to definitely unfollow him for a day or so.
You shouldn't have told me. My heart is broken right now.
You guys are going back and forth, and then Dan said something like, "Hey, we better take this to a PM so people don't get pissed." And I was like, "Too late. Unfollow."
Oh, man.
I'll get you back on though here in a minute.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. Thanks, everyone, for coming to the live stream. And if you couldn't catch the live stream, thanks for watching it on VurbmotoGamers. I've been DeeO. If you guys just want to say one last goodbye, and then we'll be out of here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
It's like an epidemic, pop star gimmick. Get it, then realize that you in it and you're finished. Whole dream diminished. See, I play the season, y'all have a scrimmage. I spit with reason, y'all hit